Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we've got a couple of issues going on here. The primary issue, of course, is we're massively over our naval cap. And that is hurting our energy credits tremendously. First things first, we should probably try to do something about that. I mean, we can get some energy credits to offset that. It's not going to do everything that we'd like, but it'll be good enough. We're still ignoring the Shroud for now. We've got bigger fish to fry on that front. We're going to run out of energy credits. I am actually going to sell off a few alloys, just to keep us afloat for right now. We're not actually in a huge need of those alloys, considering we can't build naval cap anyway, and we've got enough for building stations where necessary. Now, as far as claims go, we've already grabbed claims over here. And we've grabbed a couple of claims over here. Ideally, we'd like to get all of this constellation over here. That would be the ideal scenario. I don't think we're going to get quite that much. We'll have to see. Once again, you can ignore the 0-0. It's not actually that. It's 37 to 80. We're winning this war. They'd be willing to status quo peace pretty soon. The real question is, when are we going to be ready to status quo peace? That is a question. I do think that having, let's see, this fleet here is a bit ambitious. I kind of want to clean some of these up too. Yeah, I would like to disband some of these fleets. So let's go ahead and get rid of this one. Actually, we can just shift-click to remove it a little bit faster. Actually, we could just hit the disband fleet button. What am I doing? So some of these new fleets are not necessary. They were created from various things. This one, I think, is too ambitious to have. We will bring back that 5th combat fleet. But for right now, I think it's too ambitious to have it. So the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and the 1st. Okay, so that's our current situation on our fleets. We do definitely need to bring up our naval cap, and let's see, were we working on starbase cap? Okay, that will help our naval cap, and also, now that we've taken this location, I'm kind of interested in converting this over. So essentially, we would convert these over to anchorages. It'll take some time, but I'm very interested in doing that. And the cat is currently yelling. Let me just go let him out. Give me 1 second here. Okay, I apologize for that. I thought it would be okay to have one of the kittens in here, but not both. But apparently, that was incorrect, and he started yelling. So he is now gone, and we're going to have to slowly dismantle some of these. Like, honestly, we can just dismantle all of these immediately. We do not need to be paying the energy credit upkeep for them. Okay, so we'll switch these over to anchorages as well. We no longer need this to be a defensive station because our defensive station is being consolidated into here. So that will be fine. We'll get rid of all that. That will save us some level of money. Not necessarily a ton, but some. Okay, checking out this situation over here, it all appears to be pretty good. We're in a reasonably comfortable position as of right now. We may have to just grab up to Aswiria. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure where we're going to want to end up there. I do want to start clearing tile blockers here, but now is not the time for that. On this industrial world, we could use a few additional consumer goods. That is for sure. We could just bump that up to a civilian fabricator. That does spend all of our minerals, so we're going to have to hold off on anything else there. Okay, these guys are just chilling here. That's completely fine. And we have this well under control. Now, the 4th combat fleet is not the strongest combat fleet. If we get into trouble, we may have to jump the 3rd or even the 1st over there. Where is the 1st right now? That is something I should probably be aware of. Ah, yes, it's up in terminal egress. That's fine. These guys are moving around over here. We don't really care. That is all completely fine. Did we reinforce the 2nd? No, we didn't. I'm not going to, even though I'd love to. Yeah, see, we did save about 20 energy credits per month, so that's not too bad.
A hostile fleet has appeared to us.
Where and how powerful? Oh, that's irrelevant. Okay. We don't care about a 1K. That is very, very irrelevant indeed. I do want to work on our trade, and I'd also love to work on integrating these guys. That will cost influence. Once we're at peace, that's something we can definitely work towards. Okay, necrophaging is happening. That is to be expected.
Construction venture completed.
Excellent. Zeobert has constructed. We could upgrade it up to a citadel, and we're going to be holding this front for quite a while here, I feel like. So I think we may as well. We'll get that going. You guys coming in? They're heading this way. Okay, so they're going over to Batrack.
A hostile fleet has appeared to us.
It's ambitious, but I guess they can do that if they want. That's a 30k fleet. That's not a threat in the slightest. They're currently at -2 for settling the status quo. I would absolutely love to get these, but we gotta make those claims. Yeah, we can get a couple of extra claims here. But these are going to cost 70, and most of it is because of the distance. We may just have to accept this as what we're getting over here. It's not ideal, to be sure. Ideal would be taking everything that we have occupied. Ah. Okay, so this custodian matrix has hailed us. They are, of course, a Gestalt consciousness, so we'll just say our warriors salute you. We don't really care too much about them right now.
A new colony has been propagated.
Excellent. This colony has begun, and that does, of course, mean that we want to immediately repair our gene clinics. We don't have to build additional ones because we already had that settled. It was just damaged. This tech world already has a research institute, so we will go ahead and put in a research lab. This agri world, we don't need additional food. So I think instead, I would love to put in, I don't want to put in commercial zones here. I want to put in something that would generate power. I mean, I suppose we could put in a nanite transmuter. That would actually be fine. These guys have attacked Batrack. We're going to head over there and deal with them. Zoltan Prime is an industrial world. I don't feel like we need additional civilian industries right now. I really, really don't. I'm going to put in one more just to be on the safe side, but I don't think we need much more than this. This colony does need tile blocker clearance. We are not in a position to do that right now. This is a rural world. I think I would rather... Oops, that was not what I wanted. I think I would rather have it be set as a just generic colony for right now. Let's see here. Apparently we can't do that. I was looking for the ability to have additional growth here, but I guess that's no longer relevant. So we may as well switch this over to a forge world, and we'll put in a chamber of elevation. Excellent. Okay, I'd love to get out of this war. The question is, do we want to get out of it right now? Or do we want to wait until we get more claims? That's starbase capacity there. Ooh, naval cap. Absolutely naval cap. We also probably want to put up another anchorage over here to help us with our naval cap issue. We're starting to get pretty close, though. We can at this point put in a naval logistics office in each of these locations. Excellent. How powerful are you? You're kind of powerful, but I think we're fine over here. They may be heading to Zeober. So that is noted. I do want to put in more claims. Like, I would love to grab at least these 5. And then these are all cut off, so we'd be able to go after them at our leisure. But I really don't think we're going to be getting that influence. That's the problem there. Our naval cap is currently only a plus 19% maintenance, so that is going pretty well. Of course, we need to work on our trade network as soon as we're out of this war. The war has taken precedence over that, but that is definitely something that we need to work on. So as soon as the war is over, we will begin making some changes to that. Okay, this mining world here, it really could use something. What are we shortest on as far as exotic goods? Exotic gases? I suppose we could put in an exotic gas refinery. That'll be okay. Necrophaging has happened. That's pretty normal, of course. We do need jobs on this forge world, and this is a Seclakar. So we could probably just upgrade the House of Apotheosis, but I feel like that's actually a waste of an exotic gas, because our necrophyte jobs are going to outpace our growth for right now anyway. So I think we're just going to go to an alloy mega forge instead. As far as Gothra Prime goes, well, we're running out of resources, but we should probably... Yeah, I'm not surprised that we have pirates in Xania. Was it? Yeah. Okay. As I said, this does not surprise me. We're just going to go ahead and jump this fleet right on over. And we'll just pop them like this. Should be no real problem. And we'll get rid of the pirate issue. The real question is, are they going to take advantage of this and head over to perhaps Zeober? How strong is this? 18.8k? They're definitely heading to Zeober. Okay. We have options, such as sending the first combat fleet. That is an option. This is, of course, the 4th, and this is the 2nd. So they're all occupied right now doing actually fairly important things. The Star Fortress should definitely have been upgrading, and I missed that. We have a 200-day cooldown on the 3rd combat fleet, and I knew that was going to be the case when I gave that order. This combat fleet could slowly make its way over. I think what we have to do is we have to take the first combat fleet over here. And we're just going to park it there for right now until we're sure that they're coming into Zeober. They're definitely coming into Zeober, but I don't want to actually scare them off. Okay, you guys are supposed to be up here attacking. Come on up. Okay, between the patrol fleet and our regular fleet, no problem. Okay, we're going to send these guys up to Terminal Egress. They're going to be 350 days away, but that's not too bad. Yeah, these guys are definitely on their way in. And this is actually a more powerful fleet than I would have been comfortable with the 3rd taking anyway. So I'm okay with this. I do want to make an additional claim on these guys, and I want to grab Tiblik next. Excellent. -1 reasons on the status quo piece. However, once this happens... Oh, they backed off. It's just grouping up? Yeah, I think they're just grouping up. Okay, in they go. This is fine. We are not quite in jump range, actually. So we're going to need to head over there right about now. These side jump drives are awful handy. And we're just going to head in. We are going to be taking a debuff from the jump drive cooldown, but that's fine. Okay, there is our kinetic weapon damage. That's nice. Let's grab minerals from jobs next. Excellent. And after this battle, this war should probably be over, is my current suspicion. And yeah, they are going to jump into Zeober. They are going to take a tremendous amount of damage just from the station, let alone when our actual fleet shows up. I mean, the station is not going to hold on its own. That is understood, which is why we brought this fleet in. Although it's still 50 days out, I should have moved it in faster. I'm going to go ahead and manually cancel this upgrade to Citadel because I strongly suspect that that won't be necessary.
A hostile fleet has appeared to us.
Okay. We are currently 33 days away.
Has been lost to the other side.
Let's get in there. There we go.
A belligerent fleet has been regained.
Excellent. We are still plenty strong to deal with this. This is going to be a huge amount of war exhaustion for them. Yep, that took us up to 92, which means... Where's this battle occurring? Oh, okay. Space amoebas. That's not a problem. We can status quo piece this. The question is, do we have a reason to perpetuate this war? I mean, we can always get more over here, but we have so many things to spend the influence on, such as integration over here, that I feel like I'm completely okay with just ending the war for right now. War goals are disregarded, both sides seize occupied claims, so we're just going to get 5 systems here. That is these 3 and these 2. Excellent. They accepted. Apparently, this is... Did they have a... Oh, they had a planet here. I'm a moron. Okay. Well, that planet is still pretty cut off, so that's fine. We'll put in a pair of gun batteries here and a target uplink computer. Excellent. We're going to pull back our ships to Grimium. And I want to convert Atmir here into... I think Atmir would actually be better off as an anchorage at this time. No, not gun batteries. What am I doing? A pair of anchorages there, and then we'll dismantle this guy, and we will go ahead and put in... Well, we'll put in the Naval Logistics Office as soon as we can. And then Grumium, this will become our next starport. Now, we are currently over our starbase capacity. That is well understood. We will slowly work on our economy, though. Okay. So, we do need to work on our economy pretty dramatically. As we can see here, we've got some problems, particularly in Canopus, which is coming from Brillisur. Okay. So, yeah, that is definitely going to be a bit of an issue. We have some things to work on there. So all of these patrol fleets that we've got, the Troubled Armada, the Afflicted Armada, Forlorn, Disaster, Tormented, and Bleak Armada, all of these guys here, I'd be interested in just grouping them up, like, somewhere around here. It'll take them some time to get there, but we need to overhaul their patrol routes. I also am interested in overhauling their number of corvettes. Specifically, I want to bring all of them up to 6 corvettes. That will not help our current naval capacity situation, but we're working on that. The Tormented Armada is already set to 6. The Bleak Armada should be at 6. Okay. So the armadas are all for patrolling. Now, we need to take a look at what's going on here. We have trade flowing in some interesting directions. Specifically, Brillisser here is a bit of a problem. And that, of course, connects to Wasat and then through here, which we shouldn't have any major issues at. Wasat is currently set up as a shipyard, and I'm actually going to switch that over to an anchorage. We've currently got a fleet academy. We'll dismantle that one. Okay. Or we could just dismantle Wasat temporarily. We're going to be up at 22 out of 20. That's 25% upkeep increase per over. So yeah, I think we'll downgrade this temporarily. We may come back to that one, but I think temporarily that will be necessary. The Parima station here, I'm also going to temporarily downgrade. We're going to want to have that one back, probably. But for now, that will be okay. So, looking at this, we have a pretty major issue in Brillisser and Ebenar. That's for sure. We may want to have a dedicated patrol fleet for both of those. As in to say, the Troubled Armada comes here and just patrols these two. We'll see if the Troubled Armada in its current state of 5 of 6 is strong enough to cause any reduction here. How are we doing? Yeah, that's not quite enough. By a long shot, actually. By quite a long shot. And Gerard is also a bit of an issue. These are coming up this direction and all coming in through the wormhole. Noted. We could build a defensive station at the wormhole. That would harm our starbase capacity. But our starbase capacity will eventually come up. If we look at our current research, this is naval cap, but we may get another repeatable starbase cap increase soon. I think... Will that also propagate the strength through Wasat? With the wormhole there? I think it will. Let's go ahead and get this. Make that be a proper defensive platform. Besides, this is a good strategic location for a defensive platform anyway. We do want to get a pair of shipyards up over here, and I would absolutely love to get that upgraded to a citadel while we're at it. Now we're also upgrading Gremium, so that is all something to consider. As far as these armadas go, we'll get them sorted out in a little while. For right now, I want to reinforce this guy, and I want to actually have it patrol these 3. I think. Now, it's not going to stop piracy, but it'll slow it down a little bit, and once this station gets built, then we'll be in a better situation there. So once it is done moving over there, then it will simply patrol like that. Okay. So that's looking good. We got energy credits from jobs. That'll be helpful. For right now, I think we probably just want to grab whatever is cheapest, I guess building cost. That's not super useful. Actually, it's a little useful, now that I think about it. We are doing a lot of construction. We do need jobs on Runum 2B. Let's go ahead and put in a planetary capital that will give admin jobs. On this Forge world, I would love to put in an alloy megaforge. On this Forge world, we need housing. I'm actually going to put in a mining district here. On this tech world, we need a building, and the obvious choice there is a research lab. On this Forge world, we need housing. We'll put in a city district. On this rural world, we need a chamber of elevation. How much does that actually cost? We can just squeak that in. On this agri world, we are missing jobs, and a lot of them, actually. We're going to be pretty job scarce on this agri world, but we may be able to transition out of these hydroponics farms For right now, I'm going to put in a generator district. That won't get rid of all of the job requirements there, but it will help. Here in our capital, we need additional jobs. This will give us +5. We are short on minerals, though, so that's okay. And yeah, we're definitely going to be lacking a lot of piracy controls in these 3 systems for right now. We're also going to be lacking some in these 2 for now. The piracy is lower. There's no doubt about that. We can take at least one of these corvettes, or of these fleets here. And the Disaster Armada is supposed to not have anything in it? Apparently so. There we go. So we'll go ahead and bump that up to its 6, and we will move it into Xania. And then from there, it will simply patrol Xania and Marfark. I don't know that 6 will be enough. We'll take a look at that. We may have to merge some of these together, but I'm also seeing that we have some issues up over here, so we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Yeah, increased benefits for unemployment on Azure Chalice is fine. Okay, we'll patrol this, and the question is that enough? We have multiple here right now, which does mean that it's actually still not enough. Okay, noted. We are going to need to move one of these armadas up over this direction for sure. That is a guarantee. And we can see that there's actually several systems that we're going to need to patrol. So we can move the one that is not currently moving over here. Let's see, that is this one. It can come on over to here. So I'm thinking we're going to patrol these 3 and these 3. Try to keep our patrols a little bit tighter than they were previously. Okay, Brillisar is definitely going to need some gun batteries. And we're also going to upgrade that. It is, however, time for a cut, so I'm going to go ahead and put one in here. And next episode, we are going to continue overhauling our economy. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.